Pisceana, break up with your girlfriend. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm bored. You could hit it in the morning. Yeah, yeah, like it's yours. I know you ain't right, but whatever. Pisces John, Pisceana, my cutie patootie looking all that so yummy. Why are you looking like a peanut butter jelly sandwich all the dripping, Pisceana? Now you are smiling. I feel like I haven't seen you for ages, although it's been maybe for a couple of days. Pisceana, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. I'm here to deliver the messages for you for the month of July. In this reading, Pisceana, we're going to take a look at the recent past to understand the transition from where you're going and what's coming in for you. And what timeline are you entering in the month of July? I'm going to see what is the main energy and the challenge for the month of July. I'm going to clarify them cards and get some advice for you and close off with an angel's wisdom messages. And if you stick around for the last 4 or 5 minutes, I'm going to talk about this, Dr. Joe Dispenza, how your personality creates your personal reality and how you going to go manifest them soulmate and love and money. So, Pisces, let's take a look. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Please take whatever resonates. So, let's get into your reading and see what's going on for my Pisceana. Oh, how much I miss you, Pisces. Oh, you see the lion right behind me? That was given to me by one of my really good friends, Pisceanas. Pisces. What's going on for Pisces in the month of July 2025? One more. Okay, so your main energy and the challenge here for the month of July is the Strength, Angel of Courage, which is also the card of Leo. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. So your main challenge here is definitely has to do a lot with the specific person. And I have seen this coming up multiple times in your reading, dear Pisces. This is strongly tied up to somebody who either is literally a Leo or has strong Leo in their birth chart. Okay, so Page of Wands here, what you don't see coming here is there is going to be a conversation. Okay, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There is a desire for a conversation, and this might have been kind of overdue. Okay, for some of you, there is the Seven of Wands. It says challenges. We're gonna find out to see what this is about. But my intuition is telling me that somebody here was very much with the Four of Pentacles closed off, and we're gonna see why. Now, in the recent past, you have the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So in the recent past, I strongly feel like here that you were involved in a relationship, in a connection with somebody that, you and this person were very nurturing one another. The Empress here, divine feminine, divine masculine. If it's your role, take it as divine masculine. You're very fluid, sprinkle, sprinkle. So you can take it as if like that in the recent past, you and this person were in a very nurturing relationship. Okay, could have been Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I'm getting here also Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, could be Scorpiana or Earth signs. Heartache. Three of Swords, heartache. Okay, I see here you hurting over this situation, over this person, over their actions for what they did to you. We're gonna find out more when we clarify. Now, in the present moment and what's coming up for you, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Devil. In the month of July, I see here you finding the courage. Okay, first of all, you are transforming always. You're always growing, Pisces. You're always, evolving. So the Death card here, it says the Angel of Transformation, and there is trust, Knight of Pentacles. You want to move forward towards this person, but in a very slow motion. Okay, I believe that you're wanting to take a leap of faith and trust that things are going to work out between you and them. The Devil here is in the present moment, which is indicating basically freeing yourself and this person from the shackles of the past and being able to actually connect with each other. There is also a very strong sexual connection between you and this person. We're going to clarify shortly. In the near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Knight of Wands. In the near future, I strongly feel like here that there is a major realization. There is a major event, dialogue that's going to take place between you and this person. I feel like here somebody is taking an action. Could be you, could be your person, which we're going to clarify and find out. It says angel of enlightenment. Something is going to come under the light, right? The tower doesn't always mean, oh, it's a bad ending, it's painful, it's bad. It means changes that actually are leading to some sort of profound results. And we're going to find out more when we clarify. So without any further ado, let's clarify your main energy and the main challenge here for the month of July 2025. The strength card here is representing itself as being your main energy for the month of July. So, dear Pisceana, the strength card here is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Cups. The Temperance here at the bottom of the deck, possibly a Sagittarius. So, for many of you, the Magician here at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, fire energy. So, for many of you, I am strongly getting here that you are basically wanting to open up yourself to a potential possible conversation, okay? That's going to actually bring a lot of stability. You've been waiting for this. I think you've been waiting for this conversation to take place for quite a long time. You might have watched multiple tarot readings, but here's the thing, cutie patootie. You know, a lot of the things that I say in my readings, I have the receipts and I have the testimonials from people that, you know, they came true, sprinkle, sprinkle. And I want the same thing for you as well. So in the month of July, there is conversation that has been long overdue. It's either you were closed off to this person or they were closed off to you. Now, actually, the tables are turning and shifting, and there's going to be a very important dialogue that's going to take place between you and this individual. Now, let's talk about in the recent past, the Empress, real quick. I see here you nurturing this person, taking care of them, doing things for them. Maybe you even overextended yourself multiple times for this person. Dear Pisceana, how many times have I told you? How many times did I have to tell you, Pisces? Set some boundaries. Set some boundaries. So, the Empress in the recent, what did I say? What did I say, Pisces? I'm getting goosebumps right now. Did I tell you set some boundaries? I sure did. And guess what? This is why the Three of Swords here is twice in the recent past. So the so the Empress is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Swords, and the Tower here at the bottom of the deck. Now we are talking about the Tower. Now we are seeing the painful situation that happened between you and this person. Mic check. Mic check. Yeah, I love you too. Okay. So something here came to an end which literally caused a lot of pain. And there you go. There you go. Okay, the Tower, and then there is the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded soldier energy. So in the recent past, I strongly feel like here that you and this person had some sort of a conversation fallout, okay, that caused you and this person to separate. Maybe you were seeking a stronger, deeper relationship with this person, long-term relationship, family, them little Pisces, them little kids, and somebody here said something to you, okay, or maybe they withheld communication from you, or it was very confusing. And, you know, ultimately you kind of lost this sense of trust towards this person. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy here in the recent past, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus, or North Node, whatever it is in their placement here. Somebody here wanted to say something that might have kind of like cut you deep. Now, Seven of Swords, trust issues. Do you see how the person is tiptoeing, walking on eggshells, stealing them swords? Trust issues, dishonesty. Somebody here was being kind of maybe a little bit sneaky. We're not here to put our finger on anybody, sprinkle, sprinkle, or them sign. I'm just saying, yeah. Eight of Wands, King of Cups, Scorpio energy, Seven of Swords. You were expecting and waiting for this person to tell you the truth. And I think that something here was being withheld from you. Somebody was hiding something from you. They were not telling you the full truth. The Eight of Wands is the card of communication. King of Cups is you in the recent past. Now, let's talk about the Three of Swords here in the recent past, which is literally, it's a double confirmation that you experienced the Three of Swords, that you did go through some sort of pain. And I'm sending you the biggest hug ever, my cutie patootie. Now, the Three of Swords in the recent past is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, abandonment, somebody abandoned, Seven of Pentacles, the Justice here, Libra energy, Pisces energy, the Moon at the bottom. You had a lot of fears, a lot of anxiety, doubts when this happened. I feel like that one of the things that took place between you and this person, right, it says heartache, is because somebody here abandoned or walked away or disconnected from you in this situation or ghosted you. And it was just not on fair basis. It was not fair to you, okay, and to what you had brought to the table with this person for them to have acted that way towards you. And this is the reason why I see here you hurting, you know, big time. And it has taken you a long time to come to this place to even consider taking one step at a time to move forward with this person. A lot of you have been going through a major death process, transformation. A lot of you have been shedding off your old skin, letting go of certain things, letting go of certain toxic people from your life, low frequency. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. So in the present, and then the Four of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Marriage, commitment, what you don't see potentially coming towards your way. So remember when I was saying you're learning to trust again, and the Empress here is twice. This was you in the recent past, taking care of this person, nurturing for them, feeding them, giving them gifts, and doing everything and all of that you could within your, beautiful Pisces energy. In the recent past, whatever happened has kind of lost you to lose trust. And now in the present moment, you are thinking, should I open up myself to nurture this relationship again or not? The Queen of Cups is the only queen, okay, and who is holding the cup, and the cup has a lid on top, because she's somebody that she's very compassionate and she's very gentle and sensitive, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, in the best way possible. But also she has a lid on it because she's got to guard her emotions and her feelings, and he or she doesn't matter, Pisces. But I feel like that in the month of July, you're learning to really guard your emotions and your feelings, okay? And yes, there is a sense of trust that you are starting to develop over this situation and this person. Trust potentially that maybe there is going to be a communication between you and this person, which can lead to family, which can lead to commitment here. Now, let's clarify the Death card here for what's coming up for you. The Death card here is clarified by the Temperance, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So, healing. A lot of healing that has been taking place in your life, in day-to-day life. I think some of you have been really doing a lot of, I'm hearing somatic healing. I don't know who needs to hear that. That word literally just came out to me, somatic. Okay, so a lot of introspection, reflection going on. And in the present moment, this person also could come from a different culture and background. Because of the Two of Wands, you can see the globe, international meaning there. So in the present moment, slowly but surely, you're coming out of this death process. You're coming out of this process of shedding, like the final, how do you call it? Like you're shedding off your skin. You know what I'm saying? Like the old skin and becoming a new version. So slowly but surely, Knight of Pentacles and the Temperance, you're coming out of this long healing journey that you have been going through. And you have the Devil here coming in front of you, which is talking about a strong attachment and a soul tie and a soul telepathic connection with this person, Capricorn energy. The Devil here is clarified by the Judgment, the Hierophant, and the Five of Swords, and there is Nine of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So you do know that potentially there is going to be a commitment with this person, the Hierophant. However, there is some sort of a conflict that hasn't been solved and resolved, and that is the conversation that I was getting, like it's been overdue. That conversation needs to take place and is going to take place in the month of July for most of you, which is going to bring a lot of understanding and clarity and resolution in this situation. So this conversation, I'm seeing here possibly competition, trust issues. Somebody here might have been very, kind of hurtful with their words to you, spiteful, that hurt you at a very deep level. And maybe it's because of also their lack of communication or the way that they say certain things hurt you at a very deep level. Now, in the near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles, a conversation that's going to bring a lot of stability, and that conversation is going to come across as being very much unexpected, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Two of Pentacles. Someone here has something to say to you. King of Swords, an important conversation, dialogue that's going to take place. There is the Death card here. I think as soon as you close off that major cycle of healing, major cycle of, possibly being in the, what did I see in here? Yeah, the Queen of Swords and Two of Cups. So a lot of you are going to be in this place of like, I'm ready to close off this healing chapter. I'm ready for a brand new beginning. And when this person comes towards you, there's going to be a fresh start, which is going to allow you and this person to move forward. But that overdue conversation that's been lagging, that's been going on for ages and for such a long time, is something that needs to take place and is going to be taking place. Now, the Queen of Pentacles here in the near future is clarified by the Sun, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody here is wanting to initiate a conversation. Again, the Sun here is representing Leo. A conversation that's going to be coming from a place of compassion, no more breadcrumbing. And yes, this person tends to be somebody that's very stubborn, They might have an ego, but this person is definitely going through an emotional roller coaster. They're going through their ups and downs and wanting to really find the right way to actually communicate with you. So what is this sudden conversation going to be about, and how is it going to happen? We're going to clarify the Tower, which is talking about literally a sudden epiphany and understanding. Okay, it comes in very quickly and unexpected. So the Tower is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Excuse me. So somebody who walked away from you, somebody who disconnected, maybe ghosted you. Okay, there is this energy of not talking to you. They disappeared. They might have, been very careless with their words or with their behaviors towards you. There is a desire here to work things out. Three of Pentacles, this is the card of collaboration and cooperation. And the Six of Swords, moving on from the past, moving from the choppy waters, moving from the chaos, okay, from the transatlantic journey, moving into somewhere better, to the Pacific Ocean. So I'm saying where it's more peaceful, where it's more calm. And I'm also strongly getting here this conversation that's going to come probably is going to happen around the full moon, the next moon, and the Mercury retrograde is coming up. So a lot of, situations resurfacing, conversations coming up. Now, action, Knight of Wands, action, some sort of a conversation or that's overdue. Clarified by the Seven of Wands, the World card, the High Priestess, and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. This action is also stemming from the very fact, dear Pisceana, that somebody here has strong sexual attraction and connection towards you. Again, the Five of Wands and the Magician. Somebody here is manifesting an overdue conversation to take place between you and them, which is going to bring this conflict resolution. Very important, okay? So in the near future, in the month of July, I see here with the World card, the High Priestess, your intuition is telling you that this is not over. And this, even though this might have ended, it's actually going to lead to a brand new beginning between you and this person. There's going to be a fresh start, and there's going to be an action that's going to be taken between you and them. Knight of Wands, it says action, okay? I strongly feel like here that in the near future, you and this person are going to have some sort of you're going to sit in a setting, that's what I'm seeing here, in a setting, like around the table, where you and this person are going to hear one another, you're going to listen to one another, and it's going to lead to some sort of a resolution. Let me clarify more the action here. I want to clarify the World card actually, because it is a cycle, and how is this cycle being reflected in Pisces' life? Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, and this is my favorite Ace of Wands. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know you love this too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you haven't been having this recently, it's coming. So hold on to your seats. So the World card here is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Oh, Ten of Swords, excuse me. So working through the pain, working through this chaos, working through this uncertainty, and being able to put in that energy and that investment. Now, investment here, dear Pisceana, comes from your emotional bank, maybe your financial bank, right? Your time. So move slowly. I told the same thing to Scorpio also. Move slowly. Yes, this is your challenge. Yes, there is courage for an overdue conversation, because you see how she's taming the lion. I told you before, you are somebody that you are, Pisces, you be the one that be feeding them dragons. You be feeding them breadcrumbs to dragons. You know how to deal in those kind of situations very gently, very demure, very mindful. So when it comes to this person and actions being taken and the Tower moment, all of a sudden communication coming and wanting to work things out, you're going to be, you're going to have to make a decision. And I think I see here you learning how to trust slowly in this situation. And, your transformation is something, this is not a joke. This is not some sort of I just had a spiritual awakening. You have been going through it and you're owning it. And I think that right now, unless somebody's on the same frequency and wavelength as you, you're not letting nobody in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's see what is the advice. Two of Cups, partnership, Six of Cups, coming back, the Chariot moving forward. What can I say? Three of Cups is literally the card of celebration. It means reunion and reconciliation. Okay, I have receipts about this. And so one of the most beautiful combinations that I've seen. Okay, so Two of Cups, partnership coming up. There is the Six of Cups, okay, and then the Chariot, right? So I see here you and this person being able to move forward, having that conversation and supporting one another. That's going to allow you and this person to come back together and have that connection and be able to move forward. Now, you have free will. You can move with this person if you want to. And this is the situation where we're talking about the person that you have known before. You are going to need to make the decision from a very solid viewpoint if you really want to move forward with them or not. Okay, I do see here eventually, evangelical, sprinkle, sprinkle, eventually moving forward with this person with the chariot and being in this energy. You know what? Let's leave the past behind us and let's start over again. There's a comeback. I've been seeing this Six of Cups even in the live reads also showing up, and the Two of Cups partnership, right? The Two of Cups appeared earlier as well. So Pisceana, prepare for an important conversation that's going to allow you and this person to move forward. What is the Angel's Wisdom Oracle message here? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wow. Six of Cups. This is what you wanted. You got it. Children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child. The return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. The return of people or romances from your past. What did I say 15 seconds ago? Piscean, I'm so excited for you. I did say, right? I did say the return of somebody, a lot of comebacks. My cards cannot lie and I cannot make this up. See, I'm saying my intuition and my psychic abilities are tuned into this. So, and I'm also working with Moldavite. I'm working with Moldavite, baby. So I'm saying right here, Moldavite, okay, with Herkimer Diamond. So, whoever has ears, let them hear. There is a reconciliation. There is a conversation that's going to take place. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's what's going to happen. So, Pisceana, are you ready for the big meat? Are you ready for the steak? Because I'm here to serve and to slay. So, your personality creates your personal reality, and we're going to talk about this. I've shared this with old signs, and you are the one that I'm going to need to share now. Pisceana, this is coming from a Dr. Joe Dispenza books and retreats that I've attended to. I've attended 2 of them. I'm going to the 3rd one in September, Nashville, Tennessee. Your personality creates your personal reality. Your personality is actually composed of your emotions, feelings, thoughts, and feelings. Imagine there was an incident, a breakup, a separation, childhood trauma that happened. That exact moment, imagine it froze. And it was a snapshot and a screenshot of that very moment, and the emotions and the chemicals that were manufactured in your brain and in your body at that exact moment got stuck in your body. And anytime something similar happened, you got triggered, right? And our brains doesn't know the difference between something happening in reality or not. It still manufactures those chemicals when we feel those emotions. So feelings and emotions are very important. So could we say that if every single day we think the same thoughts, the same emotions, the same feelings, right? The same internalized beliefs from the past, could we say that if we think the same things and if we bring the past, put it in front of our present, the future, could we say that we live the same day every single day? Yes or no? Yes. So that's why meditation is key. Know thyself. Journaling, breathwork, creating our desired reality and transmutation, right? And anything that happened in the past created certain subconscious programming, subconscious beliefs. And for example, if there was a breakup, separation, whatever, somebody lied and cheated, right? Our attention is constantly on the ex. Oh, they did this to us. They said that to us. And listen, your feelings are valid. Been there, done that, all of y'all. But we need to transcend that. We need to move from that because Kuripatuti, our attention has been scattered all over the place to the past, to the people from the past, to our boss, to our coworker, this and that, to the traffic, and we become victims of the past. We become victims of the external reality that it controls our moods and our lives and our emotions. And everybody reacts. Even Dr. Joe says he reacts too. But here is the key. The more you meditate, the more you become mindful and get grounded into the present moment, the shorter that amount of you being triggered and in reaction mode becomes, right? You shorten that time by becoming conscious of our unconscious behaviors. Our unconscious behaviors are everything that we have been programmed to feel, act, be the same way, right? If somebody does something to us, we already know. Our body already knows how to respond and how to get back to them. It's the known. So meditation allows us to actually step into the unknown. And it can be very scary for many people. I understand that. But here is the thing. When you step into the unknown and you do the work and you do the inner work and you overcome the emotions of those events, here's the thing. We don't got to go back to every single traumatic experience and try to change the story, whatever. You overcome the emotion, just like Dr. Joe says, and then you basically separate those feelings and those emotions from the event, and that event becomes in and of itself just a wisdom for you, a piece of wisdom. And then what you overcome the emotions, and this is how you overcome. For example, what I do and what he has taught, breath work. I sit my ass down, I squeeze down there, perineum, and then I bring the air all the way up through my 7 energy centers, through my chakras, and I bring it up all the way to my pineal gland. Pineal gland, it's situated between your left and right hemispheres. It's the size of a bean and a rice, and it is a radio receiver. You push against it, you're knocking onto the door of the unknown, and you are basically freeing yourself from these emotions that you were shackled and you were so much attached to, right? And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want to see you successful. I want to see you healthy. I want to see you do good. I want to see you feel good. So basically, through breath work and meditation, you transmute those emotions, because feelings, and energy. You can't create or destroy energy. You can transmute that. So why not work it out for our ways, right? Why not take 5 to 10 minutes every single day and meet ourselves, our higher selves, and start having a gratitude journal and becoming, aware and preparing our bodies how we're gonna act in the day. And then if you want to attract a soulmate and a lover, we need to become love in order for us to become a energetic, match for that and match that frequency of a lover. And if you want to become wealthy, we need to feel wealthy. We need to become wealth to attract wealth. Everything is frequency. Frequency carries information. Sorry, it kind of a little sucks, but the handwriting and the board. But frequency carries information, and there is infinite number of frequencies into the quantum field. And you through meditation and breath, when you close your eyes and you tune into that frequency of abundance and love and forgiveness and bliss and joy and happiness and peace and health, and you draw that experience to you from the quantum field. So then your 3D reality starts responding back to what you have created in your mind. So I'm saying, so you start freeing yourself, and then most importantly, your electromagnetic field starts to get more amplified. Electromagnetic field, you have a field around you. 12 feet this way, that way, backwards, right? So when you bring your mind and your heart into coherence, you actually start operating from a place of love. And that frequency of love is what's going to attract your lover to you and your desired reality into your life. Because the frequency of heart and love is the strongest of them all. Love and bliss are the highest type of frequencies up there. Pure consciousness. Below is like there is guilt, shame, all of it. There is a certain measuring picture about that, right? So this is what I'm talking about, that we need to change. So for the month of July, my encouragement and my message here for you is going to be to start practicing that more and focusing on how you can create the best case scenario for you. How can you become, the best version of yourself, baby? So I'm saying, because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you do good. Pisceana, I love you so much. Let me know if this helped. And if you're looking for any kind of information like that, I will be more than happy to share. I hope that this resonated. I love you so much. My cutie patootie looking always so yummy. I'm always here to serve and to slay. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.